Imagine this. You've been showing up every day, staying active, eating your protein, maybe mixing up those shakes, and taking your supplements for 100 days straight. You've kept your discipline, followed every piece of advice you were given. Yet one morning, you look in the mirror and realize your muscles feel exactly the same. Maybe even a little weaker. That can be discouraging. Here's the surprising truth. If your body is missing just 2 specific vitamins at night, your muscles will never truly rebuild, no matter how hard you've worked during the day. Now, just to be clear, magnesium isn't the problem. In fact, magnesium is essential. It helps your muscles relax, soothes your nervous system, and supports a deeper, more restful sleep. We all need it. But when it comes to actually rebuilding and repairing muscle while you sleep, magnesium steps aside. It's not the main player in that process. There are 2 other key nutrients that take the lead, and without them, your body can't finish the recovery work it's designed to do overnight. Think of it like this. You could hire the best construction crew in the world, but if they don't have the right materials, the building never gets completed. The same thing happens when you skip these 2 vitamins before bed. Your body may have the energy, the protein, and even the motivation to repair itself, but it's missing the raw materials it needs to get the job done. In just a moment, we'll look at exactly what these 2 vitamins are, how they function, and why taking them before bedtime can make such a remarkable difference for adults over 60. Just as important, I'll also share the 3 common supplements many people take at night, the ones that unknowingly interfere with muscle recovery. If your goal is to build stronger legs, improve your balance, and move through your day with confidence, it's not just about what you add to your routine, it's also about what you should avoid. When you close your eyes and fall into a deep, steady sleep, your body begins a quiet but powerful transformation. Many people believe muscle growth happens in the gym or while eating a protein-packed dinner. But the real rebuilding doesn't take place there, it happens while you're resting. Nearly 70% of all muscle repair occurs between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. That's your body's prime time, the golden window when your internal repair crew gets to work. Think of your muscles like a house under construction. During the day, through movement and nutrition, you're laying the bricks. But the real craftsmanship, the wiring, the painting, the finishing touches, happens when the lights go out. Deep sleep becomes the workshop, and your body's natural hormones are the builders. During this stage of rest, your brain signals the release of growth hormone. And this isn't just a scientific term, it's the master key that helps your body take the protein you've eaten during the day and turn it into new muscle fibers. It's your body's way of saying, now is the time to repair. Now is the time to grow stronger. But when you don't get enough deep sleep, those vital signals weaken, and the rebuilding process slows down. Think back to a night when you couldn't sleep well, when you tossed and turned. You probably woke up stiff, sore, maybe even weaker than the day before. That's because your body missed those essential hours of slow-wave sleep when protein synthesis and cell repair should have been at their peak. When you finally do get that deep, restorative rest, you're giving your muscles one of the greatest gifts possible, the gift of renewal. Those tiny tears that form in your muscles after exercise are gently repaired while you rest. The fibers grow thicker, and strength slowly returns. For adults over 60, this process of repair becomes even more essential. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less growth hormone, which means we must do what we can to protect the quality of our sleep and give our muscles the best possible support during those nighttime hours. Everything you do before bed, what you eat, the vitamins you take, and even your nightly habits influences how well your muscles recover while you sleep. And when you get it right, you don't just wake up feeling rested. You wake up stronger, more balanced, and ready to take on a new day. Now, let's talk about the first vitamin that truly makes a difference at night, vitamin D3. When most people hear vitamin D, they think of sunshine or healthy bones, but very few realize how powerful its role is in muscle rebuilding while you sleep. Inside each muscle cell are tiny structures called vitamin D receptors, or VDRs. During deep sleep, vitamin D3 activates these receptors, almost like flipping a switch. Once turned on, they help your muscles draw in calcium and phosphorus from the food you ate during the day, the essential minerals your body uses to contract, repair, and grow stronger. When vitamin D levels are too low, that switch never fully flips, and the muscle repair process slows down significantly. Vitamin D also plays another vital role. Behind the scenes, it supports testosterone production while you're asleep. And testosterone isn't just for young athletes. It's the hormone that helps your muscles take the protein you ate at dinner and convert it into new, healthy tissue overnight. Imagine you've spent time preparing a nourishing meal, maybe some salmon or another protein-rich dish, but if your vitamin D levels are low, your body can't fully use that protein. It simply passes through without being transformed into strength. With enough vitamin D3, however, you're giving your body the green light to make the most of every bit of protein and every meal you've worked so hard to nourish yourself with. That range is quite common among older adults, though the exact amount that works best for you depends on your personal health, your current blood levels, and your doctor's guidance. What truly matters isn't just the dosage, it's the timing. Taking vitamin D3 with your evening meal, especially one that includes some healthy fats, helps your body absorb it more efficiently and put it to work while you sleep. Now, let's move to the second nutrient that makes a real difference for your muscles at night: zinc. Zinc doesn't get much attention because it's not as well known, but inside your body, it quietly takes charge of some of the most important processes for muscle repair. This single mineral supports more than 300 enzymes directly involved in rebuilding muscle tissue. You can think of these enzymes as tiny construction crews working through the night while you rest. Without enough zinc, those crews don't get their tools. They slow down, or worse, stop altogether, leaving your muscles weaker by morning. When you enter deep sleep, your body naturally produces growth hormone, one of the key players in muscle recovery. But here's the thing: growth hormone can't do its job properly without zinc. Zinc acts like a co-pilot, making sure the muscle-building signals stay active and steady for 6 to 8 hours straight. If your zinc levels are too low, that crucial repair window becomes shorter. You may only get a small portion of the recovery your body needs, which is why so many older adults wake up sore, stiff, or tired, even after a full night's sleep. In fact, research shows that more than 40% of seniors are deficient in zinc. That means nearly 1 out of every 2 people over 60 aren't giving their muscles the full opportunity to rebuild overnight. And because this deficiency is rarely tested, many people have no idea it's what's holding them back. They may be eating plenty of protein, drinking collagen, or staying active, but without zinc, their bodies can't transport amino acids into the muscle cells where new fibers form. It's like loading up a delivery truck with all the right supplies, but never opening the doors to unload them. Researchers at the University of Michigan observed a group of 120 older adults who were low in zinc for 12 weeks. The results were impressive. Those who took 20 milligrams of zinc each day increased their muscle protein production by 34%. They also recovered about 40% faster after exercise compared to those who stayed deficient. This study revealed something powerful: zinc doesn't just theoretically support muscle growth. It actually turns on specific genes that signal your muscles to grow stronger, repair faster, and better resist the natural effects of aging. The good news is that you don't need anything fancy to add more zinc into your diet. Some of the richest sources are likely already part of your meals. Fresh oysters are one of the best natural foods for zinc. Even a small serving provides a big benefit. Pumpkin seeds are another simple and healthy choice. Just a handful sprinkled over your evening salad can make a meaningful difference. Lean beef, roasted chicken, and chickpeas can also help you reach a healthy zinc intake. If you prefer to take a supplement, timing matters. Zinc is absorbed best with a full glass of water, ideally about 2 hours before bedtime. This allows your body to use it through the night without disturbing your sleep. Most zinc supplements come in doses between 15 and 30 milligrams, which is a typical range for older adults. But just like with vitamin D, the right amount depends on your overall health, your diet, and your individual needs. That's why it's always wise to talk with your doctor before deciding on a specific dose. When it comes to zinc, balance is everything. Too little, and your muscles can't repair as they should. Too much, and it may throw off other important minerals, like copper. The goal is steady, consistent support, giving your muscles the chance to wake up feeling strong and refreshed each morning. Now, let's look at a few common mistakes people make without realizing it. If your goal is to build or maintain muscle after 60, what you avoid at night can be just as important as what you include. There are 3 popular supplements that can quietly interfere with your body's natural repair process while you sleep. The first one is the B complex. Many people take B vitamins faithfully because they've heard they help boost energy, support nerve health, and improve metabolism. And that's true, but only when taken at the right time of day. B complex vitamins are naturally stimulating. They encourage your nervous system to stay active, slightly raise your heart rate, and can create a false sense of alertness. That might be great in the morning, but if you take them in the evening, the effect is the opposite of what you want. Instead of drifting into the deep, restorative sleep your muscles rely on, your body stays alert and your recovery window gets shorter. Even more concerning, this stimulation can increase cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol not only keeps you awake but also breaks down muscle protein to use as energy. I once worked with Margaret, an 87-year-old who felt discouraged. She exercised regularly, drank her bone broth, took her protein, but her strength still seemed to fade. After some careful review, we discovered she was taking her B-complex supplement right after dinner. When she simply switched it to the morning, everything changed. Her sleep improved, and within a few short weeks, she began noticing real strength returning. It wasn't her workouts or her meals that were the issue, it was just the timing. The second one is vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is an excellent nutrient. It supports your immune system. It helps your skin. It supports healing. But once again, timing makes all the difference. At night, your muscles actually rely on a small amount of oxidative stress to spark the repair process. This gentle stress is what signals your body to release growth hormone and begin rebuilding. When you take a large dose of vitamin C too close to bedtime, it can interrupt that signal. Your body never receives the message to produce new protein, so instead of waking up stronger, you may wake up feeling weaker. On top of that, vitamin C can be slightly stimulating. It raises norepinephrine levels in the brain, keeping you alert when your body should be winding down for sleep. Harold, a 79-year-old retired teacher, experienced this firsthand. He drank bone broth every evening, lifted weights faithfully, yet week after week he noticed his strength slipping. After a bit of digging, we discovered he was taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C with his dinner broth. Once he moved that dose to the morning, his sleep quality improved almost right away. The soreness eased, and within a month, he regained the strength he thought was gone for good. The third one is caffeine. Most people think of caffeine only in their morning coffee or tea, but it can quietly appear in supplements, pre-workout powders, or even certain multivitamins. Caffeine late in the day is one of the quickest ways to interfere with muscle recovery. It stimulates your nervous system, raises cortisol, and blocks adenosine, the natural signal that helps your body know it's time to rest. Without deep sleep, your growth hormone release gets cut short, and so does the rebuilding of your muscle fibers. I once worked with Gloria, an 81-year-old retired nurse. She was consistent with her exercise routine and made a habit of drinking collagen broth every evening. Still, she couldn't seem to gain any muscle strength. When we looked closer, we discovered she had been taking a nighttime fat burner that secretly contained caffeine. Once she stopped, her sleep improved almost immediately. Within just a month, her hand grip strength had improved by nearly 20%, and she found it easier to handle everyday tasks with confidence. These three stories highlight one clear message: supplements can be wonderful allies, but when taken at the wrong time, they can quietly become obstacles. If your goal is to help your body repair and rebuild overnight, keep B-complex, vitamin C, and any form of caffeine out of your evening routine. Now, let's pull everything together. You've seen why most muscle repair happens at night, and you've learned which nutrients give that process the best support. 2 vitamins truly earn their place in your nighttime routine: vitamin D3 and zinc. Together, they activate muscle receptors, provide the building blocks for growth, reduce inflammation, and turn on the genetic signals that help your muscles grow stronger. When you give your body these tools before bed, you're setting yourself up to wake with more energy, steadier balance, and renewed confidence in your strength. At the same time, it's equally important to keep the wrong supplements out of your nighttime schedule. B-complex, vitamin C, and anything that includes caffeine are best taken earlier in the day. When used too late, they can interfere with deep sleep, block your body's natural repair signals, or raise stress hormones that break down muscle rather than build it up. Shifting them to the morning allows you to enjoy their benefits without sacrificing those precious hours of overnight recovery. The practical steps are simple. Take vitamin D3 with your evening meal, ideally one that includes healthy fats like salmon, avocado, or olive oil. This helps your body absorb it more effectively. As for zinc, it works best when taken with a full glass of water about 2 hours before bed. That gives your body time to process it without disrupting your rest. And make it a habit to skip any stimulating supplements once the afternoon passes. That gentle rhythm gives your nervous system time to calm down and prepare for the deep, restorative sleep your muscles depend on. These may seem like small adjustments, but they can create a truly meaningful difference, especially after 60. You don't need a complicated routine. You don't need pricey supplements or to chase every new wellness fad that comes along. What your muscles truly need is the right kind of support, given at the right moment. When your supplements match your body's natural rhythm, you activate the repair process that's been quietly waiting to begin. Even after 60, your body still has the remarkable ability to rebuild muscle if you give it what it needs, when it needs it. Aging doesn't take away your potential, it simply makes timing more essential. When you take vitamin D3 and zinc in the evening and avoid B-complex, vitamin C, and caffeine at night, you create the perfect conditions for your muscles to rest, repair, and strengthen while you sleep. Picture yourself waking up not only refreshed, but steadier on your feet, more confident walking across the room, ready to move through your day with energy and ease. That's what your body can offer when you work with it, instead of pushing against its rhythm. Now I'd love to hear from you. What does your supplement routine look like right now? Do you take vitamin D, zinc, or any of the three we just discussed before bed? Feel free to share your experience in the comments. I read every one. Your insights might help someone else in this community who's going through the same challenges. And be sure to stay tuned. In my next video, I'll share something fascinating, a small clinical study that found a 34% improvement in leg strength, even without exercise. It's a discovery that could completely reshape how we think about aging and mobility. So if this topic interests you, feel free to keep following along as we continue exploring how your body can stay strong and capable at any age.